I guess I thought I already made a video about my teeth, but I'm going to make another one really quick. Somebody was asking me, what's the situation with the teeth? It's been a while since I've been back here. I do this. It seems like I talk about this like every other day. So yeah, I just did a thumbnail on gratitude, on a gratitude video, and I was smiling with my teeth out. The answer is I'm currently, I have no plans to replace my front teeth, and the reason for that is primarily, somebody in the comments can tell me I'm full of it. I want to be sure that the two teeth, one of the both this one here got broken off. It's still there. The tooth is still there, and we want to make sure that those roots don't rot or something. I talked to the dentist about this, and there's I got all the possibilities, and I really don't want to lose my canines. My canines are chipped and everything, and if I get a bridge, they're going to have to grind them down. From what I understand, I've been told that they have to grind down my canines in order to give me a bridge. Even to give me a denture, they're going to have to grind down my canines and put a cap on there. My fear with that is that I have horrible luck with teeth, and I'm still doing, I'm still bombing trails and stuff. If I were to knock out caps or implants or something like that, I would lose my canines, and then I would have nothing to hold my lips out. I would become that toothless guy. Although I have my bottom teeth, thank God. For those of you who don't know, I've had problems with my teeth my entire life, since the time I was a kid, and that's it. That's really it. My teeth are not particularly pretty. They're kind of stained, because of decalcification from when I was a child. I was told I was never happy. I swear I've made this video already. Didn't I already make this video? I swear I did. Anyway, so that's the status of things. My current plan, and I ran this by my wife, who is okay with it. I don't think she's particularly excited about it. In fact, almost her exact words were, "Does it seem like I care?" And it was, after, how should we say, proof that she still loved me. I tried to be appropriate. She's fine with me no teeth. In fact, there are certain skills which I have obtained by not having front teeth. Ever kiss somebody really intensely and knock front teeth with the person? True story. I knocked my bridge out making out with Brooke Rowley in the 12th grade, 11th grade. No kidding. Held my bridge in place with my tongue and excused myself really quickly, and she never knew I didn't have actual teeth there. I've had a bridge in the front of my teeth for a very, very long time. In fact, I used to super glue my bridge in. I used to super glue it in to hold it in because it was, it was too expensive, and it was one of these really cheap ones that goes on the back of your other teeth. Anyway, so the plan with the teeth is, I don't need them. I honestly don't. I figured out how to eat other than the occasional pickle that I end up pulling all the way out of my hamburger because I can't cut it off because I don't have any incisors. I really don't care, and I've gotten around it. So other people might disagree. They might think it's unhealthy. We did find out, just so you know, the dentist told me point blank that it was not unhealthy for my jaw to not replace my teeth. Like maybe, the other teeth were going to get out of place or something. I've readjusted the way I do things so I don't end up biting my lip. The first thing I did was I would bite my lip all the time with my canines. I would put huge punctures in my lip because my bite was off, So that's more than you ever cared to know about my teeth. That's it. Financial coverage in the U.S. wasn't your fault. It's totally covered by insurance, yeah. The problem I have is that it's only covered once by insurance. So if I, first of all, I want to make sure I get it. But by the way, okay. So I got three options from the dentist. It cost me something like $300 to get, which I should probably get reimbursed from the insurance, her insurance, the person who's 100% at fault for the amount of not having teeth. What was I going to say? Oh, so I should probably get it covered. But they told me I got three options. The first option was implants. The second option was a bridge, and the third option was a denture, or a partial, they call it. And the partial was $4,000. The implants were $12,000, and the bridge was $11,000. All of that is supposedly going to go to insurance. Jandra, actually, one of our community members, reminded me that there's a good chance that the insurance won't even cover implants or the bridge. They're not covered under most insurances. I don't even know. I would have to call them and fight with them to get the money anyway. And obviously, I'd want to have any of that done before we did anything else. There's a strong possibility that even if I were to go to there, the only thing they're gonna do is the denture. Um, if I get any dental work done at all, I was told by the dentist that I didn't have enough bone in my jaw, my upper jaw, and they were going to have to inject me with cadaver bone. And then I was going to have to go through like a month long recovery just to get enough bone to do the implant. And then in every case, they were going to have to extract the other teeth, the sort of partial teeth that aren't really there. They got broke off. And then they were going to have to grind down my canines and turn them into, uh, something that a denture could be put on. Um, I well, I've never had a lot of bone in the front of my mouth because I haven't had teeth in the front of my mouth since I was 11, 10. They pulled my tooth. I wish I could show you a picture of me when I was a kid. I had two teeth that were fused together. In fact, the dentist asked me to keep it because it was huge. I mean, it was as big as my pinky. The tooth was. It was two teeth fused together. And they had to pull it before they could give me braces back when I was, God, 10 or 11, something like that, 12 maybe. And since that time, I haven't had, I mean, that bone was so big. I mean, that tooth was so big that it probably constituted a bunch of the bone in my front of my jaw. So, and then once they pulled that, uh, they had to pull that tooth out, and then they gave me a fake one that was in the braces, and the braces held the tooth in place. I'm telling you, I have had nothing but horror stories in the dentist chair. So yeah. Anyway, so it looks like we got some other people that have other comments and everything. Enough about my teeth. Hopefully that fills you in. I'm happy.